So doing that, it brought us closer, and I feel like it helped us become the team we became and that we are today.
So you guys make it all the way to the finals, and you're playing a very good Warriors team. What's going through your head? What's the strategy? And what led you to the success in the finals to win the championship?
For me, I guess it was just the fact that this was my...
And now, your Indiana Pacers starting lineup. At the point, at 6'3" number 6, Ricky Rubio. At the center position.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight, before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season, almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. And P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Clutch. Hardaway is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Clint Capella is out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Rubio in at the point. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoff? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
Outside Hardaway. Top of the key, Russell. From deep three-point range, Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Count that bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Indiana, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
It's good.
We know he can score from outside, too, but close to the hoop is where Towns makes his living.
Rubio against Russell. Pass to Oladipo. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Good D by Hardaway. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted second overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Sabonis. Outside Warren. 4 on the clock. Those three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 4. Out left of the wing. Here's Clutch. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah,
In now for Indiana. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Sabonis. TJ Warren comes in for McDermott. Oladipo, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Payne. And it's Bitadze in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Pacers was terrific. He finished with 23 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Stolen by Warren. Pass to Bitadze. He dishes it to Oladipo. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clutch. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And Indiana making a change here. Rubio's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Rubio taking his time here. Back to Payne. Releases. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Oladipo. Passes to Clutch. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Inside. Here's Capella. And the layup falls. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
And that one, good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's team.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. It's a tie game in Indiana. Jets now to...
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. We've got Hardaway. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Clutch out there with Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Here's Clutch. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 10 points for Clutch.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Russell against Rubio. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Oladipo against Hardaway, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
Shots good from Clutch.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pacers trail by 4. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. It's Oladipo on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Rubio misses. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. No good from Clutch.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Capella, and no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. From deep. No good from Clutch. Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And Oladipo kicks to Rubio. Back to Oladipo. All sorts of time. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Oladipo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, when he's operating in the pick and roll, Oladipo really hard to defend. He's outstanding at putting pressure on the defense.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Clutch. The offensive rebound. From outside the arc. That shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And the Pacers call time here.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And Sabonis is checked in for T.J. Warren. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And it's Clutch in for Josh Okogie.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for Indiana. Sabonis is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
The pass to Sabonis.
Well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Pacers. Ricky Rubio comes in for Doug McDermott. Hardaway's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Hey, you got to think that expectations are always high for Sabonis as the son of one of the all-time great players. But you know what? He consistently has made his own mark and delivers outstanding performances.
And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And they double up Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Hardaway. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pacers trail by 7. Rubio right side. Pass to Sabonis. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Up top, Oladipo. Guarded by Hardaway. A floater, and Oladipo with the lay-in. Good.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And he banks in the layup.
Boy, the competitive spirit and fire that Oladipo has. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays poised and under control on the drive.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Clutch.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And Indiana making a change here. Warren's checked in. Here is Russell. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Clutch. Good on the triple. Clutch has got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Puts it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clutch. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Rubio with the ball for Indiana. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Outside Hardaway. And good that time. Hardaway has got his first 2 points.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
And Oladipo, here we go. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Gets it to fall in the bucket from Clutch. Clutch has got 30.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Clutch the pass to Russell. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Hey, you know what? Once Oladipo gets the hot hand, he knows exactly how to take over because he's a smooth and versatile scorer.
Back to Russell. Pass to Clutch. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
was my second time being in the finals. I made the finals last year with the Sixers. We went to Game 5 against the T-Wolves and fell short. And I guess it was just like a redemption season. I came to DC. They put all their trust in me to play power forward, a position I never played before. And once we made the finals, I just, in my mindset, I just said we're not losing. Like, I can't be 0-2 in the finals. Like, I don't, because it's hard to win in this league, let alone it's hard.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu.
David Aldridge, thank you. Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Towns is out there with James Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Clutch, and it's Hardaway in at the 2 spot. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
That one drops for him.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
The pass to Clutch. Fires the 3. Siakam pulls it in. And the Raptors with possession. Here's VanVleet. Got a hand on it. Outside Hardaway. Here's Clutch, covered by Siakam. To the middle. Here's Clutch. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
VanVleet kicks to Ibaka. Back to VanVleet. Dishes to Ibaka. And the rejection by Towns. Shots good by Ibaka. Here's Russell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes his back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Hardaway.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here's Lowry, and the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Clutch. Clutch has got his second bucket tonight.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Van Vliet with the bucket.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Beasley right side. Passes it to Clutch. The three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Clutch the pass to Towns. And another shot, and it's good on the way up.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent...
Teams will make substitutions. Siakam kicks to Powell. Back to Siakam. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Lowry has it in the corner. And the Raptors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson is out there with Clutch. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Culver in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Pacers had a huge game. He had 30 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. And on top of that, the energy and hustle he played with was really impressive, which is why he was able to stuff the stat sheet. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Clutch. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Clutch has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months. Well, battling hard, that's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the strike.
Russell, he's checked in for Culver. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. The free throw drops for Towns. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Timberwolves gave us some information. He is in a lot of pain right now because of what they told me is a dislocated finger. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. But he stays with it. Clutch the pass to Hardaway. Russell against Lowry. To the wing on the left. Clock at 4. Buries the long-range jumper. Clutch has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Lowry. Up and in on the layup. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Clutch the pass to Hardaway. Outside Russell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Russell's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Anunoby. Lowry against Russell. 14 feet away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Russell passes to Clutch. Here's Johnson. There's the pass to Clutch. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Siakam, that's good.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Siakam's got 11.
Well, an improved jump shooter through hard work and sacrifice. Pascal Siakam from deep. Okay.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Clutch. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 9. Gasol on the high post. VanVleet outside. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Three-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Omari Spellman comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Pass to Noel. Back to VanVleet. Pass to Anunoby. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Culver passes to Clutch. Here's Thaden. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside Gasol. Pass to Noel. And the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
And there's the pass to Okogie. Here's Clutch. Connects from three-point range. Clutch has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Noel. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Clutch. A three-pointer, no good. Raptors trail by 11. Noel passes to Anunoby. Good on the shot.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez is checked in, and it's Beasley in for Josh Okogie. The Raptors also with a sub. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Marc Gasol.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol, this is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
And that one drops. 25 points for Clutch.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Timberwolves have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell against Van Vliet.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
No good from Clutch. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors, trailing by 10. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Boucher's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Beasley right side. Russell from long range sinks the triple. Russell's got 9.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Never fall off, I just fall back. Never fall off, I just fall back. I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that.
He's checked in for Minnesota. Clutch comes in for Malik Beasley. The Raptors making a switch here. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. They've got James Johnson, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Clutch in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Van Vliet outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Pass to Russell. On the wing, Hardaway. To the paint, here's Clutch. Trying to get open is Johnson. No good from Clutch. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Lowry has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Throw good, Siakam. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.